So the big news this week in the world of video games, I guess, was the reveal of the next Assassin's Creed game. That's a big franchise.
I've heard of it.
People enjoy. Did you watch the trailer for Assassin's Creed
I did
Valhalla?
watch the full motion video that shows what the next game would be about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that. It looks like I would enjoy that.
They don't have to do much to make it good. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. They just have to make it
They've got the formula
so
down.
good.
The last one
Don't
was so
screw
good.
with it too much. That's all they have to do. Don't screw with it too much.
Right.
You know, if they can't make it fun being a Viking rampaging through England and chopping people's heads off, I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's good. At Darwin Loves Devo writes in and says, saw Cheapy and Wombat talk about Assassin's Creed Odyssey recently. Should this be the Assassin's Creed to get me back into the series? Cheapy's praise of the protagonist got my attention. But, I mean, might as well wait for Valhalla.
No, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Valhalla. Valhalla won't be out until holiday season. No. You're stuck in the house. If you could find it on sale for a really good price, get it. Get it with all the DLC, which I never played, but you should. And go and crush it. Have a good time.
Counterpoint, though, is it's going to be too
There's
much
no such
Assassin's
thing.
Creed by the time the new one comes out.
No,
and you're going to be burned out.
You know what? This is where you win in that situation. If you're burnt out on Assassin's Creed, then you're not buying Valhalla until that drops in price.
Got it.
So it's
right.
a win-win.
Got all the answers. Got it. All right, what else?
I've been playing a lot of Tropico 6. I think that was on sale for, I don't know, it was like $15 or something on Amazon a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent me a code for the new DLC called Spitter.
That's a weird name.
It's a pun on Twitter.
Oh.
So it's a llama version of Twitter instead of a bird. So it's all about it adds a social media network into Tropico.
Okay.
And that is all framed around getting celebrities to come to your island to increase tourism.
Interesting.
So you can build new things like Betty Ford clinics and
celebrities come.
Yeah, and celebrities come.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean it's got the same kind of, I don't know, kind of dark humor that Tropico always has. It's, if you haven't played any of Tropico 6, there is a lot going on in Tropico now. Like I know I played a lot of 3 and a lot of 4. There is, and it's still like easy to get into, but like when you like pull up that wheel and like the menu wheel on, I'm playing it on Xbox 360.
The Xbox 360, oh wow.
Sorry, Xbox One. Wow, I played a lot of it on Xbox 360 back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, it's a mighty wheel. It's a wheel like where you go and select your first option on the wheel, and then it opens up a second wheel, and then there's all these other options.
I don't think I could handle that.
It's not too overwhelming because like a lot of it is like you could probably ignore it because you're like, I don't need to know everything that's going on here. But if you really wanted to get down into it, you could like deal in all of the minutia that's in there.
Right.
But I think with the DLC, like it's all on one map, and so it's all mission based on one map. Which the maps are, the big thing with Tropico 6 was multiple islands. So you're not all on one island anymore. You can connect different islands and have different ports on different islands and everything. I don't know. It's fun. It's enjoyable to just sit there and play Tropico 6. It's a very good game for the times that we live in.
Right.
It's very kind of chill.
All right, cool.
Yep. And I also got a code for a Switch game called Fledging Heroes.
Okay.
Do you play as a bird?
You play as a bird.
Hey,
good job.
Thank you.
This game is also out on Apple Arcade. But I got a code because it looked like something that Emmeline might like. And oh my gosh, she cannot stop playing this game. It's essentially Flappy Bird, but more level based. So if Flappy Bird wasn't just endless, and you can get different birds that do different things, like some birds fly, some birds swim, that type of thing.
Right.
It's very like cute. It has good animation. It's got you can go in there and do a lot of like customization on your birds, like color all the different parts of them and everything. So she's really into that. It also has level creation. So I enjoy playing it too. It's not the most in-depth thing, but it is challenging enough to keep me interested.
Oh, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's just a big list of things I've been playing with my kids here.
All right.
You're going to talk about this, huh?
Yeah. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Have you guys played this? It's on Game Pass.
I know it's on Game Pass. I have not played it. This is the Power Rangers fighting game?
It is. It's a terrible name for a fighting game because I thought this was going to be a strategy game or something.
Right, there's a grid. You think grid, you don't
right.
think fighting game.
Oh, yeah, it's a fighting game. The grid, as I've come to learn in my quick education on Power Rangers over the last week, is kind of their version of dimensions, I guess. The different dimensions that connect all the different Power Rangers together.
Sure.
So it makes sense if you know anything about Power Rangers. Otherwise, you're going to think it's a strategy game. It's really good. It's surprisingly a good fighting game.
You need to get outside. You need this quarantine to end.
No, it's good.
Right.
I'm serious. Like,
Chip, remember when I was telling you people were complaining about your taste in movies?
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to get more emails.
Are we?
Yeah.
I
You're discussing how great the Flappy Birds game was, followed by Power Rangers fighting.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
People are going to be in the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a lot like Mortal Kombat base type of fighting. And you can call in the big robots and everything. It's good.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, you said it's on Game Pass.
It is. It's on Game Pass. I'm looking up the Metacritic to see if I'm crazy here or not.
I think you are. I'm going to say it's going to be, I'm going to guess 58. That's my guess for Metacritic.
Did I get the name of it wrong? What is the name of this thing?
No wonder why you didn't like the name. You thought the name was dumb. It's not called that at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got the name of this thing wrong. Power Rangers fighting game. That's what they should have just called it.
Right.
Well, while you look that up, I could talk about a game that I've been playing that came out for consoles this week that we didn't talk about new releases from Zen, the makers of Zen Pinball, and one of my favorite games of last year, Operencia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Dread Nautical.
Okay.
Which is a turn-based roguelike RPG that takes place on a cruise ship overrun by zombies.
Interesting.
It was on Apple Arcade, and I did check it out when it was on Apple Arcade, when I had it before I got rid of Apple Arcade. And what turned me off from the game there was I wasn't a big fan of the controls, because it was all, I don't like Apple controls.
Right.
So I was excited to check it out with a control, like an Xbox controller. And it definitely makes a difference. And it is definitely a weird game. The art style takes a little getting used to because it is sort of blocky. But it is an interesting concept and aesthetic. And if it's something that, if that kind of game is what you're into, a roguelike RPG that takes place on a cruise ship, it's definitely worth checking out. It would probably I would say it's like a perfect Game Pass game, but it's not on Game Pass. So,
right.
That reminds me. Did you ever try Knights of Pen and Paper?
I did, but I couldn't really get into it. But I didn't give it a fair chance. It's one of those situations where I loaded it up a couple times, and I was just like, And then someone wrote on Twitter that I should really play the first one first because it's better. So
I didn't even play I went straight to the second one because I was told the second one is better. But whatever.
They said that Yeah, it was different developers or something. I don't know. So I'm going to play neither. How's that?
Sounds like a plan, I guess.